No, I just wanted to show you a quick mixing trick, which I think most people probably know, but I didn't know this until recently, and so I thought I'd show you guys. So, okay, when you're in your sort of, you've got something going. Let's just treat this as one item, and this is going to be our other item. This is our piano here. There's this nice thing that you can do where you just grab, you put an EQ at the end, and then, so you're kind of thinking about shaping your sound, and you just listen to it on its own. So let's turn this one off. And you can, if you put a huge node like this and then scan through, you can use it sort of as a magnifying glass on the frequency spectrum. There's also this, but I find this is actually kind of harder to use. If you press this button, I don't know, for some reason that makes it harder for me. Sometimes I use that, sometimes I don't. So anyway, so you scan through. Maybe pull down some of the stuff that you don't like, and then the other, or bring up elements that you do like. So maybe I want to accentuate something there. I mean, it's all a matter of taste, right? So the other thing here is when you've got two things going at the same time, it's important to think about making room for one in the other one. So let's take a look at the piano here. We can hear, or we can see, the piano is mostly in this area, right? There's some stuff going on down here. We can scan through again too. Maybe bring out some of that low stuff. I like to be pretty aggressive with the EQ. I'm not like us. Sometimes I'll do subtle stuff, but mostly I'm a pretty aggressive kind of. Yeah, just try bringing out different things. See what sounds good. I like the stuff up here. That's nice, yeah. Maybe widen it up a bit. And then, so we know kind of where this area is. So why don't we take this one and let's hollow out a chunk like around that same area. You can see I've already kind of done this. Let's turn that off for a sec. Remember, we also boosted around here, so we could try both of these actually. Let's just make a bit of room here too. So yeah, so just kind of taking it slow like that. Be really patient with it and take your time. Slowly go through and really use your ears. Listen to where things are happening. And, you can use this kind of little trick that I was doing with just, taking a look at where the frequencies lie and trying to make space. That's usually something that I rely on at the very end if I'm still having trouble getting two elements to fit together because they're sort of occupying the same frequency range. Another thing that I do sometimes, if you have two things that are really conflicting, I wish I had a better example of this. Let's just go like this. Duplicate, and we'll go delete all this, and just kind of set this back up to this, and we'll go like something like this maybe. So say you've got two things that are kind of conflicting. These guys are going to be really in the same space, right? So So, okay. So what we can do here, you can hear both of them, right? In a way, this is a weird example because it feels like this is just a layer on top of that one. So they're not really conflicting. But one of the things that you can do, you can see this one has more highs. So what I would do is just hollow out this range. Fuck it, just make a lot of room for that other thing. And then bring out the upper harmonics of it and see, oops. Oh, we could even. So then those two, you see how they sort of like hug each other like that? We could do the opposite where we try to bring out the upper harmonics of this one and put this one downwards so we get the meat of it down there. Let's try that. There's some stuff down here, there's not a lot, but. And then this one we would pull out. Could even bring out the highs a little bit more. So something like this. See, those highs are really in there now. Nice. So that's how you can, that's one of the ways that you can kind of get two things to fit together even if they're really taking up the same range. So there's kind of space for both of them. Just try to pick one aspect of either of them and accentuate it, and that'll be, you know, that's just a nice trick that I really wish that someone else had told me long before. Okay.